Let's now have a look at our second patterns within patterns. This is the butterfly completing the Gartley pattern. Once again, we've identified our key level of higher time frame support from a daily or 4-hour chart. Price drives down into our key level of support, and we can see the bids come into the market, driving price aggressively off our level. We can now label this X to A. Once we start to see a retracement, and here again we're looking for a specific retracement of a 62% Fibonacci retracement from the XA swing, we can then start to think about possible Gartley patterns. Now this pattern can set up anywhere from a 5-minute to 4-hour hourly chart. I like to trade it from anywhere between a 5 to an hourly because it normally gives a decent risk reward on the trade. We now label this, once we've got that 62 retracement, point B. When we start to see a retracement of the AB leg, anywhere from the 38 to the 886 Fibonacci retracement, we can label this point C. We now have part of the structure formed for a possible bullish Gartley. So what we want to do is we want to start looking for buying opportunities down here. Now if this pattern is forming on an hourly chart or 4-hour chart, the risk could potentially be quite large. So what we want to do is possibly refine or reduce our risk by looking for a smaller pattern forming. So we have a pattern within a pattern. So let's follow along. Now looking at the BC leg, we start to retrace. And if you start seeing a 79% retracement, you want to start looking for a possible butterfly pattern. Now look at the retracement from C down to this leg. Anywhere from the 38 to the 886 Fibonacci retracement. We're now looking for that possible bullish butterfly to form at the same area that the Gartley would complete at. We can label this X, A, B, and C. So you can see we have that structure. The overall structure looks like a bullish Gartley, but inside the BC swing we have the possibility of a bullish butterfly setting out. And with this setup we can reduce our risk. So as we went over the bullish butterfly pattern where we traded at a 127 extension with a 1618 as a stop out area, we can possibly look to reduce our risk. So if we traded a large Gartley on the hourly or 4-hour chart here, the stop would need to go below point X. But if we can try and get in on the bullish butterfly forming here between point B and C, we could possibly reduce the risk, and instead of having a stop below point X, we could have maybe on the larger pattern run sort of the 886 Fibonacci retracement of the XA swing. Now we're looking for price to drive lower, and having a look at this butterfly pattern, you're looking for the Fibonacci projections or extensions 1618 and the 127 extension to line up with the XA swing, which would be the 786, and that would set up the buy opportunity right here at point D. So we've got point D of the larger Gartley and point D of the bullish butterfly all coming in at the same area. So we can get that extra added confirmation that that area is a high probability buying opportunity. And remember, we're looking at that key high time frames of support from the daily or 4-hour chart. So here, if we label it, we've got the small bullish butterfly, X, A, B, C, completion point at D, inside the larger bullish Gartley. And we're looking for a nice drive to the upside.